I recently removed this sunroof panel from a W123 300D, and if this doesn't show you the importance of lubrication, I don't know what will. A lot of times people think they can just lubricate the sunroof tracks and with a little grease and everything will be fine. The problem is that a lot of these roofs haven't been properly serviced or lubricated for years, and just adding a little grease in the track isn't going to cut it. So there's a couple things on this roof. You know, the slides are in good shape, the pads are okay, but watch as I show you the problem you're going to have no matter what you do. I don't care if you have a manual sunroof, a non-tilting sunroof, or a tilting sunroof. You really need to get the panel out of the car, and you need to clean and lubricate the slides. There's no other way to do this. So let's take a look over here at this slide. Notice the slide is in good condition. Sometimes you'll see these broken, but these are okay. But look at what's built up on here. When you try to scrape this stuff off, it's like a hardened on cake grease. And then looking over here at these felt pads, this is just like hardened junk that you have to kind of scrape, and you can see it as I peel it off these felt feet. And there's no way that you can, you have to get each one of these slides, each one of these felt pads. What I do is I get a brush and a good degreaser, and I have to scrub the felt pad. A lot of times you'll be able to save the pad, but new pads are available. We have these replacements from Mercedes-Benz. Fortunately, they're still available. I don't know for how long. But you can see on this side too, you've got a lot of buildup of this old crud. And you'd be amazed, if you watch my other video on removing and servicing a manual sunroof, and I literally can demonstrate the difference between the movement in the panel manually after taking the roof out, cleaning all the slides, all the pads, and then greasing it with the proper grease. This is something I've got to warn you about. You don't use regular grease. There's a reason that Mercedes came up with this special grease, and it's very expensive. Just call the dealer and find out what they want for Canada. You'll absolutely be shocked. You're going to think, what, they put gold filling in this grease? But this grease is an absolute must anytime, any sunroof that you want to lubricate the tracks or these slides. We offer it in a smaller container, so it's much more affordable rather than having to buy a pound can. But if you try to use a regular moly grease or some other type of grease, those greases tend to attract a lot of dirt, and you're going to actually end up with this problem that you see here right away. So just a word to the wise, if you're planning on doing a full service on your sunroof, plan to remove the panel. And by the way, let's end with this little parting tip. Here's a clue to let you know whether it is a mechanical problem or a grease problem. Let's say your sunroof, either a manual, non-tilting, or non-tilting roof. Tilting roofs are a little bit different because they have that weird mechanism inside. But let's say on a hot afternoon, the roof works fine. But on a cold morning, the roof will hardly move. In almost every case, I have determined that that's a grease-related problem because that grease is hardened up with age. And as it warms up, it'll give you a little more lubricant in those slides so you're able to move the roof. So I know the intent in this video is not to show you how to remove the panel. I just wanted to show you why you need to remove the panel. If you're not familiar with the procedure, I have a number of manuals that go over this, and they're available on my website.